Okay, on the first Monday of this year, I introduced the book, The Go-Giver. It's a book by Bob Burg and John David Mann. And the authors argue that you should make giving rather than getting your first priority in business and in life, and success will follow. The Go-Giver is presented as a little story about a powerful business idea, but as the successful uh, teacher Pinda told Joe, a sound business principle will apply anywhere in life. And of course, sound life principles apply to business. And last week, uh, my daughter-in-law Emily had a performance appraisal with her bosses, and she was one of the top 2 out of 20 people being assessed. And she says that what she learned from the few months being with New Skin, the principles of life, she applied in her work, and it really helps her stand out. Okay, so this Pindar, the super successful businessman, he willingly agrees to teach Joe his trade secret, which are the 5 laws for stratospheric success, and teach him over a number of days. But he has one condition: you must apply each law right away, the same day you first learn it, or meetings will come to an end. Okay, so knowledge is information is no use unless you apply it. Then it changes lives, and you need to apply it many times to practice it, so that because practice means improvement. So I'm going to ask you to commit to apply this law right away. Okay, today, the same day you first learn it. In the last 3 weeks, we we looked at the first law for stratospheric success, which is the law of value. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. The second value, the law of compensation. Your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. And last week we looked at the third law, the law of influence. Your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Okay, so morning, dear Flora, Akif, Ruth, all the way from Australia. Good morning, Jeff, Huiswan. Good morning. Okay, so today let's talk about Law 4. Okay, Law 4 is the law of authenticity. I've put it in the, I've written it down in the introduction to today's Facebook post. Okay, the law of authenticity. The most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. The most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. The law of authenticity is basically this: be yourself. Why is this important? Because in sales, people buy you, not the product or the service. All the sales skills, technical skills, people skills in the world, as important as they are all for nothing if you don't act from your true authentic core. On the other hand, when you show up as yourself day after day, week after week, month after month, people sense that and they feel comfortable with you. They feel good about you, as if they know you, like you, and trust you. And part of that trust is a result of being consistently yourself, consistently authentic. They know what to expect. I think most of you realize that many people have put up walls over the years, or they have put on a false veneer, or what we call a mask, for their professional life. In our world of social media, it can actually be hard to act real and authentic. Everybody has this idea of what people are supposed to be and how they are supposed to act. And when your only interaction with these people is online, you only see what they want you to see, and they only see what you want them to see. It is so easy, don't you agree, to act like something you're not. Even those of us who truly want to be real and authentic sometimes get caught in the trap. In business, let me ask you, whom would you rather work with? A fake person or a real person? A fake person, someone who always has the answers. They may even be the right answers. And somebody who always looks good, smells good, and who is always in the right place at the right time. Somebody who has nothing but good to say and nothing but perfectly polished skills to offer to you. Which would you rather be? A fake person or a real person? Somebody who knows what they're talking about most of the time, but who will openly admit when they don't have all the answers. Somebody who looks good and smells good, but who isn't embarrassed to be seen on days that they didn't shower or didn't put on their makeup. Okay. Somebody who always tries hard to be positive and optimistic, but who is also honest, and if there's nothing good to be said, then they're honest and open anyway. In other words, somebody who is human and not afraid to show it. Now, the law of authenticity, okay, let me just repeat it to you. Okay, the most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. The law of authenticity is a success principle, because if you come across as fake to other people, then they will distrust other parts of you, meaning any kind of business, product, service, or maybe even religion. Any other part of you becomes questionable in their eyes, because if you weren't the real you with you, then how do they know that the other brands you represent are also real? I mentioned this thing about religion because when it comes to religion, none of us gain anything. Okay, you don't get a commission from God, for people, following you. But and some of us think that this is the most important thing in life, but even that you can't communicate because people don't trust you. And that's why we urge people to under-promise and over-deliver. Like in our Farmer Next products, don't go and say too much. We say under-promise and over-deliver, so that people's expectation is that as they get to know us more and more in the future, they can expect more, not less. Okay. How we put on a front when we first meet someone, and once they become a a customer, they don't get the real you, and they say, hey, how come you don't treat me the same way? Because before that you were a prospect, now you're a customer. That's the old joke. Okay, but that's the reason why we urge people to under-promise and over-deliver. It's about being authentic. Now, I have actually a lot more to share on Law 4, the law of authenticity. So, I would take Hui Xuan's advice and don't cram everything today. And I will continue next week with some really, really good insights on the law of authenticity. So I'll just wrap up for this first part, and share with you that, remind you that people are craving for more humanity and connection. Your clients will connect with your business more strongly because they are dealing with authentic humans who have a passion for what they do. Your clients are happier, and then the business makes more money. So this is the law of authenticity. The most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. Okay, so that's from the book The Go Giver. But let me share with you what Dr. Seuss says. Okay, the guy who writes the children's book. Dr. Seuss says, "Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you." Okay, so finally, remember the condition. Okay, go apply the law of authenticity, okay, before midnight tonight.